So Astro Bot came out in 2024, and it's a sequel to a game that came free on everyone's PS5, Astro's Playroom. And when the PS5 first came out, everyone, including me, wanted to see a full game release, and thankfully, Team Asobi delivered and gave us a game that won Game of the Year 2024. I finally got around to playing it, so of course I decided to get the Platinum Trophy, so join me on my journey to get all the trophies in Astro Bot. The game starts off with Astro and all the bots we collected in the previous game enjoying their new PS5 ship, until that annoying green alien comes along and spoils the fun by ripping the CPU out of our ship, which sends all the different parts of the ship scatters across space. The ship crash lands on a nearby planet, and once Astro Bot wakes up, it's up to him, well, us, to gather back all the ship parts and save all the bots to be able to take on the final boss and get our CPU back. So we find the first satellite, which directs us to the first world in the game, Gorilla Nebula. We enter the first level of the game and straight away we get our first trophy for rescuing our first bot. We then get our next trophy shortly after for finding our first puzzle piece. We continue through the level and find a familiar face bot. And you will find throughout this game PlayStation themed bots to rescue. The game is full of these cool Easter eggs and nods to all kind of characters. Later on in the level we find our first power up of the game, which gives Astro Bot a special ability for the remainder of that level. The first one lets us fly into the air like a balloon to get to hard to reach areas. We then find all the puzzle pieces in the level and rescue the remaining bots, which we will need to do for every level in the game to get all the trophies tied to completion. After finishing the first level, we unlock the next few, so we dive straight into the next one. We then unlock our next power up. We then find a funny marsupial. Whoa! And then find another iconic Naughty Dog character, Jack. We then encounter our first mini boss of the game, which aren't too difficult, and we finish the level. On to the third level now, and we get yet another power up which lets us boost forward. We get a trophy here by dunking a basketball into this net. We then complete the level and unlock the boss. And as we've rescued all of the other bots so far, we have enough to break the lock and enter the boss level. So the first boss is this giant gorilla, and we have to use our skills we've learned from using the power up to dodge all the obstacles. But we get through it and free these ape escape bots, which unlocks the final main stage of the world. This will happen after beating every boss in the game, and there are some insanely cool levels, and some not so good ones. So we dive into the ape escape level, where we actually become Spike and get to catch apes just like from in the game. We run around and try and catch all these crazy apes. We then encounter the first ship part in the game. To rescue it though, we need to capture one last special bot, and then it's ours to take. With the level complete, we can return to the crash site with the ship part. Before we can fit the ship parts, we need to quickly fix them up. After doing this, we get a trophy and then we see the next satellite. Before we take care of that though, we head back to the World 1 map where we can find a few more hidden levels, which are basically just mini challenges that each contain one bot. We take care of these to get a trophy for collecting all the bots in World 1. This game also features secret exit portals in some stages, which we have to find to unlock extra levels, so we go back and enter these portals to get full completion on the first world. Heading back to the crash site, we get a trophy for completing this first puzzle piece and for unlocking the gacha lab. There are also bots hidden around the crash site and we rescue a few of these before heading to the next area and locating the next world. The first stage gives us a familiar power-up from Astro's playroom, where we can climb these handholds. We collect all of the bots and then encounter another mini-boss. Who we take down by throwing rocks and then ripping it off his head. I thought this was a kid's game. Anyway, the next level has this really cool power up which lets us switch to a miniature sized bot. The next world has a trophy to earn by waterboarding this giant tree when he's trying to sing. The rest of this level has us using a power up which lets us create our own platforms in the air. This game really likes mini bosses because here is another one where we have to suck up the brains of these birds. Again, I thought this was a kid's game. This next level in the game has started to reuse the same power-ups, so there isn't much new gameplay, but we do find Ellie and Joel from The Last of Us. We get a trophy in this level for taking out 2 wormies at the same time. We then complete some of the side missions before taking on the boss. And there is a new stage in this world which features one of the PlayStation face buttons. This one is the triangle and it unlocks 4 more challenge levels where the difficulty in this game starts to show up. but after a few tries we get these done and it's on to the boss of World 2. So the boss of this world is a giant octopus who we just beat the crap out of. And unlock our next PlayStation theme level, which this time is based on God of War. This was really cool to see, as I love the God of War games. We get the Leviathan axe and become Kratos himself. Just like in God of War, we use the axe to solve puzzles and progress through the level, and we get another trophy here for finding all of Odin's ravens hidden across the map. We blow the horn to summon Jormungandr, and on him we find his nemesis, Thor. We then find the rest of the main cast. And at the end we fight this mini boss to unlock the next ship part. Once we fix the SSD, we fit it to the ship and earn ourselves another trophy. Straight after this we get another trophy for completing the next puzzle piece and unlocking the speeder garage. We then go back and find the last few bots of World 2 and get a trophy for finding them all. Next up then is World 3 and we do some platforming to find the next satellite. The first level in this world has a new power up which lets us slow down time to make it through fast moving obstacles. We get a trophy here for using our ability to stop time and slow down the slot machines and rescue this bot. This level has a unique ability which turns Astro into a sponge so he can squirt water everywhere. Moving along a bit now, we discover the Circle Void which unlocks a few extra levels which we do easily and earn the bots. Once these are done, it's time to face the next boss. So the next boss is this giant snake and we use our power up to deliver the finest of uppercuts and finish her off. Afterwards we rescue a legendary treasure hunter, Nathan Drake. We then enter the Uncharted themed level, which is just like the games, as we get Drake's gun and get to blast enemies as we solve puzzles. We enter this temple and find a precursor orb, a pretty cool Easter egg and important for a trophy later on. In true Uncharted fashion, the place begins to crumble, so we escape some deadly obstacles and get chased by this spiky boulder. We escape the last enemy on this zipline and rescue the next ship part. Fitting this to our ship gives us another silver trophy. We then unlock the changing room for another trophy. And find the last bot in World 3, which gets us 100% completion. Straight away we get a new power up, which lets us turn into an iron ball to traverse across spikes and shoot across the map. We then visit an underwater map which lets us swim around and explore using a penguin jet. Then we get through the next few missions with nothing really new, so let's get straight to the boss, which is a chameleon, where we need to use the time stop ability to slow down his attacks and attack when he uses his tongue. You take him down and do some aura farming, which is then immediately interrupted when we rescue the next PlayStation bot. Yeah, I'm just going to skip this one as it wasn't that fun in my opinion and felt like a bit of a waste of an iconic level. Anyway, we rescue the next ship part and get our next 2 trophies for restoring the cooling fan and opening the safari park. We then get our last trophy of World 4 for finding all the bots, and we can move on to the final world of the main game. This world has a nice variety of levels and themes that we haven't seen yet, such as a desert and lava theme level, and uses the same power-ups we're already used to in more challenging ways. And of course, we collect all the puzzle pieces and bots along the way too. So we finally reach the boss of World 5, which is this cool battle on the back of a giant bird. With not too much effort though, we give him irreversible brain damage. To unlock our last iconic PlayStation level, as we get to play as Aloy from the Horizon series. Just like in the games, we get control of a bow and arrow to snipe enemies. We hitch a ride on this iconic tall neck to progress through the level. We then have a final showdown against this robotic T-Rex, where we have to shoot its weak points to bring it down. Once we've done this, we come across the next ship part, and we return to the crash site and bring our PS5 back to life for our next trophy. We then complete the last few challenge levels to complete World 5 and earn another trophy. Now we're ready for the final boss. So the last boss starts with this on-rails shooter type gameplay, where we get help from all the iconic and classic PlayStation consoles. We finally reach Nebula, and he spins a wheel including a variety of tools and power-ups we've used across the game so far in one last challenge. After fighting hard, we finally rescue the CPU and earn our first gold trophy for completing the main game. But it turns out that Nebula wasn't done with us and tries to take Astro in one final attack. He's now finally gone though, and we can enjoy the credits. But we aren't done with the game yet, as we still have the Lost Galaxy, which includes all the hidden levels we found by finding the secret exit portals. We breeze through these short levels and collect all the bots to unlock one final level and get a trophy for finding all the bots in this galaxy. It's then time to clean up the crash site area by finding all the remaining bots and puzzle pieces that we can now access. Before we can get the last few though, we need some items from the Gotcha Lab. We unlock a trophy for getting our first prize, and then sit through the grind of opening 150 prizes for another trophy. We can then get the last two puzzle pieces to unlock the golden statue and get another gold trophy. This statue holds one last difficult challenge for us though, as we have to complete the Grand Master Challenge, which is a difficult test of our skills with no checkpoints. After a lot of tries, we finally make it and rescue the final bot in the game for our final and well-earned gold trophy. It's time to clean up some level specific trophies now, by first catching this golden butterfly in the ape escape level, finding all the precursor orbs on the Uncharted level, and using these wires to kill 7 enemies in the Horizon level. We then jump through this hoop in the underwater level for a trophy. Back to the crash site for our final trophies. We get one for dancing with 100 bots, getting a picture of Nathan Drake and Lara Croft, getting crushed by this ball, dancing with Crash Bandicoot, getting Kratos to freeze Thor, shaking down the Yakuza, getting in the middle of this street fight, breaking a bot wall, and for doing that as well without collapsing the wall. We get this trophy by seeing all the PS5 parts that we rescued dancing together. and this one for reaching the top of the mothership. And for the final trophy, we take a picture at this photo site to capture our journey, earning us a trophy, and of course, that beautiful platinum trophy. Well guys, thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like on the video if you did, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you in the next one.